ላለፉት 10 ዓመታት የአምስተርዳም ፊልም ፌስቲቫል አዘጋጃለሁ። ሁለት መንገድ ነው ያለሽ። አንዱ ተሰባብረሽ ቁጭ ማለት ነው፣ አለዛ ሌላ መንገድ መፈለግ ነበር። እኔ ያደረኩት መንገድ ፍለጋ ነው የገባሁት። አሁን እኔ 21 ዓመት ለምሳሌ የኢትዮጵያን አዲስ ዓመት በየዓመቱ እዚህ አከብራለሁ፣ አዘጋጃለሁ እና ማዘጋጃው ከአካባቢው ነዋሪ ጋር ሆኜ ነው። ዳይቨርሲቲ የሆነ ማህበረሰብ የሚኖርበት ነው። እኛ ምንድነው የምንለው የ180 ሀገር ዜጎች ከተማ ምንላት።
Let me say like a lot of adoption stories are different.
Yes.
Everyone has their own journey. Kibrit talk to so many people here with so many different adoptions. All of us, like we're standing and like with Abnet, everything is black.
When I was younger, I was like not really comfortable with having like a black skin color.
And as my adoption mom, and telling the story from what has happened, like everything is black, and even she was laughing, yeah, it's true, everything, you're completely black. Still, I didn't really got it, yeah? She didn't give me confirmation what it was.
Yeah, and actually my adoptive parents, they gave me the name Zinash.
I say, yeah, Vincent say, it's impossible, you are my adoption mom, you are my mom. Then, yeah, she told me he's true. Then I understand that I was adopted. Still, you don't understand the meaning from adopted.
ጤና ይስጥልኝ እንግዶቼ፣ እንደምን ዋላችሁ? እንኳን በሰላም ተገናኘን። ከቻቺ ጋራ አምስተርዳም ነው ያለሁት። ይዤላችሁ የቀረብኩት በጣም ኢንትረስትድ የሆነ ስቶሪ ያላቸው ሁለት ያንግ አዳልት ኢትዮጵያኖች በአዳፕሽን የመጡ ዝናሽና አብነት ይባላሉ። አቶ ክብረት ደግሞ አእምሮ ስቱዲዮ የሚል ያለው ነው። በፊልም ዙሪያ ላይ ለብዙ ዓመት የሰራ እዚህ ሀገር ለብዙ ዓመት የኖረ ኢትዮጵያዊ ወንድሜ ነው። ክብረት እንዴት ነህ? ዌልካም።
እንኳን ደህና መጣሽ።
ሰላም ነው ክብረት?
መስከረም ደህና ነኝ።
በስልክ ብዙ አወራን በአካል ደግሞ ተገናኘን። በጣም ደስ ብሎኛል ስላገኘው። ያው ለእንግዶቼ ዝናሽና አብነት በእንግሊዘኛ ነው የምናወራው። እዚህ ስላደጉና በልጅነታቸው ወደዚህ ሀገር ስለመጡ ያው ዳችና እንግሊሽ ነው የሚያወሩት። ስለዚህ ወደ እነሱ ሲሄድ በእንግሊዘኛ ነው እንቀጥላለን። ክብረት ጋራ እስቲ ክብረት ያንተ ራስህን ትንሽ አስተዋውቀን። ማን ነው ክብረት? እዚህ እንዴት ደረስክ? እዚህ ሀገር ስንት ዓመት ኖረሃል?
ክብረት መኮንን ነው የሚባለው። ክብረት መኮንን የተወለድኩት አዲስ አበባ ነው። እድገቴ ግን በየቦታው ነው። ብዙ አይደለም እንኳን ለነገሩ በየቦታ ማለት አልችልም። ምክንያቱም በልጅነቴ አዲስ አበባ ከተወለድኩ በኋላ ወደ 750 ምናምን ኪሎ ሜትር ኤሊባወር የሚባል ክፍለ ሀገር ከቤተሰቦቼ ጋር ሙሉ ቤተሰብ ጋር ሙቭ አድርገን እዛ ደግሞ ተመልሰን እንደገና አዲስ አበባ ነው የመጣ ነው። የልጅነት ጊዜ ሜሞሪ ማስታወሻ በሙሉ ኤሊባወር ነው ያለው። ብዙ እድሜን ግን አዲስ አበባ ነው የኖርኩት። እዚህ ሀገር ከመጣ አሁን 30 ዓመት ሆኖኛል። ይሄ የምታየው ቀጤማ እዚህ ሀገር የተዘረዘረ ነው። እግዚአብሔር ይመስገን። የዛሬ 30 ዓመት አካባቢ በዚህ ወር አካባቢ አይደለም በጃንዋሪ ወር አካባቢ ነው ወደዚህ ሀገር የመጣው። ስመጣ ለስደት ነው የመጣሁት። ለስደት ምክንያት ደግሞ የሆነኝ ኢትዮጵያ በነበርኩበት ጊዜ በወጣትነት ጋዜጠኝነት ስራ ላይ ኢንቮልቭ አድርጌ ነበረ። አእምሮ የሚል ጋዜጣ ከጓደኞቼ ጋር ሆኜ ስታብሊሽ አድርጌ እሱን እያካሄድን ነበረ። እንግዲህ ኢህአዴግ እንደገባ ማለት ነው። ግን ጆርናሊዝም ኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ በነፃነት ኤክሰርሳይዝ ማድረግ ከባድ ስለነበረ እኔ እዚህ ለአንድ ወርክሾፕ መጣውና መጨረሻ ላይ አልመለስም ብዬ ቀረሁኝ። እንግዲህ አሁን 30 ዓመቴ ነው። እዚህ ከመጣ በኋላ በተጨማሪ የፊልም ትምህርት ተምሬያለሁ። ፊልም ዳይሬክቲንግ ተምሬያለሁኝ። አሁን ላለፉት 18 ዓመታት ሰልፍ ኤምፕሎይ ሆኜ በተለይ በፊልም ፕሮዳክሽን ላይ ዶክመንተሪ ፊልም እንደነገሮችን ሰራለሁኝ። ከዛ ውጭ ደግሞ የተለያዩ እንደዚህ ማህበራዊና ካልቸራል የሆኑ ኢቨንቶች ላይ ወይ ደግሞ አክቲቪቲዎች ላይ አንዳንዴም በተነሳሽነት ባነሳሽነት በሌላ ጊዜም በተሳታፊነት አለውኝ።
ኦኬ ካልቸራሊ ስትል እንደ መስቀል እንደዚህ መሳሰሉት የኢትዮጵያ ባህላዊ ነገሮች ላይ ነው።
አንዱ እሱ ነው። አሁን እኔ 21 ዓመት ለምሳሌ የኢትዮጵያን አዲስ ዓመት በየዓመቱ እዚህ አከብራለሁ አዘጋጃለሁና ማዘጋጃው ከአካባቢው ነዋሪ ጋር ሆኜ ነው። ኢትዮጵያ ማህበረሰብም አሉ ግን የአካባቢው በነገርሽ ላይ አምስተርዳም በጣም ዳይቨርሲቲ የሆነ ማህበረሰብ የሚኖርበት ነው። እኛ ምንድነው የምንለው የ180 ሀገር ዜጎች ከተማ ምንላት። በእርግጥም 180 ሀገር ዜጎች የሚኖሩባት ከተማ ነች አምስተርዳም። ትንሽ ከተማ ነች። እና እዚህ በየዓመቱ የኢትዮጵያ አዲስ ዓመት አዘጋጃለሁ። ይሄ አንዱ ካልቸራል ኢቨንት ምለው ነው። ከዛ ውጪ ላለፉት 10 ዓመታት የአምስተርዳም ፊልም ፌስቲቫል አዘጋጃለሁ። ስፔሲፊክ አምስተርዳም ላይ የሚያተኩር ዶክመንተሪ፣ ፕሌይ ፊልም፣ ክሬቲቭ ፊልም ፌስቲቫሎችን አዘጋጃለሁ። እሱ ሁለተኛው ነው። ሶስተኛው በዛብህ እንዳትኝ እንጂ ላይብረሪ ደግሞ አለኝ። በተለይ በአፍሪካ ላይ ያተኮረ አፍሪካ ኢስት፣ ዌስት፣ ሳውዘን፣ ኖርዝ አፍሪካ ብዬ ያተኮረ ላይብረሪ አለኝ። የከተማው ፐብሊክ ላይብረሪ ውስጥ አንድ 5ኛ ፎቅ ላይ ከሄድሽ ድንገት ታያለሽ አንድ ቦታ አለኝ። እዛ ላይ አፍሮ ቢፕ ብዬ የአፍሪካ መጽሐፍቶችን ፕሬዘንት አደርጋለሁ። ሰዎች ያነባሉ፣ ሰዎች ይገለገሉበታል። በዛ ስር አንዳንድ ደግሞ የተለያዩ አክቲቪቲዎችን አደርጋለሁ።
What kind of activity ነው?
ለምሳሌ የስነ ጽሁፍ ፕሮግራሞች
በአማርኛ
አየሽ አፍሮቢፕ ስሙ እንደሚለው አፍሪካ ስለሆነ ብዙ ጊዜ የዚህን ሀገር ቋንቋ እንጠቀማለን። ዳች አስፈላጊ ከሆነ እንግሊዝኛ እንደ አስፈላጊነቱ ደግሞ አፍሪካን ኦሪጂን ላንጉዌጅ እንጠቀማለን። እንግዲህ ኢንግሪዲንግ አማርኛ ማለት ነው። የአፍሮቢፕ ዘርፎች ልክ እንደዚህ እንደ ፊልም ፌስቲቫሉ የተለያዩ ዘርፎች አሉ። አንዱ የሊትሬቸር ፕሮግራም ነው። ሌላው የቋንቋ ትምህርት ፕሮግራም ነው። 5 የአፍሪካ ቋንቋዎችን ኮርስ አይደለም ግን እንደ የቋንቋ ልምምድ ወይ ደግሞ የቋንቋ ልውውጥ ብለን ምንሰራቸው ፕሮግራሞች አሉ። ለምሳሌ አማርኛ፣ ኦሮምኛ፣ ዮሩባ የናይጄሪያዎች ቋንቋ ነው። ስዋሂሊ የኬንያ የታንዛኒያ ቋንቋ ነው። ከአፍሪካ መጀመሪያ ያሉ ቋንቋ ነው። በነገሽ ላይ እነኚህን ቋንቋዎች የቋንቋ ልውውጥ እያለን አንዳንድ ፕሮግራሞችን እናዘጋጃለን። ይሄ ከአፍሮቢፕ ጋር የተያያዘ ነው። ከፊልም ፌስቲቫል ጋር ደግሞ የተያያዘ ከአመታዊ ፊልም ፌስቲቫል ውጪ ትሬኒንግ እንሰጣለን። ኮንሰፕቱ ምንድነው ብለሽ ብትይ ሰዎች ትምህርት ተምረው ከኛ ትምህርት ወስደው እምነታቸውን፣ አመለካከታቸውን፣ ልምዳቸውን በፊልም በኩል ለህብረተሰቡ ፕሬዘንት የሚያደርጉበት ነው። ፊልም ወርክሾፕ አለን። ቱር ደግሞ እናደርጋለን። አምስተርዳም 7 ክፍለ ከተማ አላት። ስለዚህ ከዋናው ፌስቲቫሉ በፊት ቀደም ብለን በ7ቱም ክፍለ ከተማ ቱር እናደርጋለን። ሚኒ ፌስቲቫል ነገር ነው። ያው ዋናው ላይ ፌብሩዋሪ ነው አሁን የሚቀጥለው ፌስቲቫል። ዋናው ላይ የከተማውን ሰው በሙሉ ሞቢላይዝ አድርገን በተቻለ መጠን ፓብሊክ እንዲኖር እናደርጋለን። እንግዲህ ይህንን 10 ዓመት እየሰራን ያለ ነው። ብዙዎቹ ከካሜራ ጀርባ የምታያቸው ካሜራ ማኑ፣ ሳውንድ ማኑ ምናምን በሙሉ በዚህ በፌስቲቫል አክቲቪቲ ላይ የሚሳተፉ ሰዎች ናቸው።
አሁን ይህንን እያደረግ የቆየው ኦልሞስት 10 ዓመት 15 ዓመት ማለት ነው። ካልቸራል ኢቨንቶችን ጨምሮ የፊልም ፌስቲቫል ፊልም ፌስቲቫሉ ጀማሪ አንተ ነህ? አንተ ነህ የጀመርከው? ምን አነሳስቶ ነው? ምን ገብቶሃል አይደለም?
ያነሳሳኝ ለኔ ግልጽ ነው። አንደኛ መጣሁት እኔ ከኢትዮጵያ ነው። እዚህ ሀገር አንድ ሁሉ ጊዜ ጠፋ ብዬ ጎሏ ብዬ የምጎለው ማስበው በኖርኩበት ዘመን በሙሉ ይሄ ማህበራዊ ትስስር የሚባለው ነገር የለም። ሁሉም የየራሱን ኑሮ ነው የሚኖረው። በእርግጥ ምንም ስለማይጎልበት ነው ሰው ያን የሚያደርገው። ምንም ስለማይጎልበት ከጎረቤት ከአካባቢ ጋር ብዙ አታችመንት የለውም። ለእኔ ደግሞ ለኢትዮጵያዊ ከባድ ነበርና ማስታወሰው ደግሞ ከምኖርበት አፓርትመንት ነው የጀመርኩት። ምክንያቱም የምኖርበት አፓርትመንት አንድ ህንፃ ላይ ሰዎች እንኖራለን ግን አንተዋወቅም። እሱ መስበር አለብኝ ብዬ ከዛ ጀመርኩኝ። ቀስ እያልኩኝ ከቤት ወጥቼ ወደ መንደር፣ ከመንደር ወጥቼ ወደ ከተማ ላይ መጣሁኝ። ስለዚህ አንዱ ኮሚኒቲ ቢልዲንግ ነው። ኮሚኒቲ ማለት የምንኖረው ቅድም እንዳልኩሽ የ180 ሀገር ዜጎች ከተማ ከሆነች 180ችንም ሰላማዊ ኑሮ መኖር አለብን። የኔ መኖር ላንቺ መኖር ዋስትና መሆን አለበት፣ ወይም የነሱ ጭምር የሌሎችም። ያንን ነው የምናጠናከረው። በነገራችን ላይ ፊልም ፌስቲቫላችን ፊልም ፌስቲቫል ብቻ አይደለም። ፊልም ፌስቲቫልም ቢሆን ዋናው ዓላማው ግን ይሄ የማህበረሰብን አብሮነት ማጠናከር የሚለው እንደ ዋነኛ ጎላችን ነው። ስለዚህ ፊልም ክራይቴሪያ ላይ የተወሰኑ ኳሊፊኬሽን ክራይቴሪያ ቢኖረንም በተቻለ መጠን ህብረተሰቡ በሙሉ እንዲሳተፍ እናደርግበታለን። what we call it civil journalism. Civil journalism ማለት ሁሉም ሰው አመለካከት፣ እምነት፣ ልምድ አለው ግን ያንን ኤክሰርሳይዝ ማድረግበት መድረክ ማበጀት ያ ነው እኛ
so ስትጀምረው was it difficult ላንተ እንደ አንድ አፍሪካዊ እንደ አንድ የውጭ ሀገር ዜጋ?
ምንድነው የኔ ችግር? እኔ ለምሳሌ እዚህ ሀገር መጥቼ ፊልም ተማርኩኝ። ኢንተርንሺፕ የሰራሁት አሜሪካን ሀገር ነው። አንቺ የምኖርበት ሀገር ዲሲ አካባቢ ተመልሼ መጥቼ ስራ ማግኘት አልቻልኩም። ለምን? ጥሩ ኤክስፒሪየንሳቸው አንዱ ቋንቋውን የሚታታረግም፣ ሁለተኛ ኢንተርንሺፕ የሰራው አሜሪካን ሀገር ነው። የአሜሪካን ሲስተም እና የአውሮፓ ሲስተም ይለያያል ምናምን የሚል ጥሩ ኤክስኪውዝ ነበርና በተለይ ሜንስትሪም ላይ መግባት ፈተናዬ ነበረ። ስለዚህ ምንድነው ያደረኩት? ሁለት መንገድ ነው ያለሽ። አንዱ ተሳብረሽ ቁጭ ማለት ነው፣ አለዛ ሌላ መንገድ መፈለግ ነበር። እኔ ያደረኩት መንገድ ፍለጋ ነው የገባሁት። እሱን ተውኩኝና አሁን ወደምለው ይሄ ሲቪል ጆርናሊዝም የሚለውን ኤክሰርሳይዝ ማድረግ ጀመርኩኝ። አካባቢ ያሉ ሰዎችን ትሬን እያደረኩኝ እነሱ ራሳቸው ፕሮግራም ሊሰሩ ቴሌቪዥን ፕሮግራም ሊሰሩና የዛሬ 18-19 ዓመት ብዙ ሎካል ቴሌቪዥን ፕሮግራሞች ነበሩ። ለምሳሌ አምስተርዳም በክፍለ ከተማ ደረጃ ኢስት፣ ዌስት፣ ኖርዝ፣ ሳውዝ ኢስት፣ ኒው ዌስት እየተባሉ የሚከፋፈሉት እና እነኚህ ነዋሪዎች ይመጡና እንደዚህ አይነት ረጅም ቴብል ያለ እዛ ላይ ራውንድ ቴብል ሁሉም ሰው ስለ አካባቢው ነበር የሚያወራው። አሚን ስራ ፈት ሊኖር ይችላል፣ ጥቁር ሊኖር ይችላል፣ የቤት እመቤት ሊኖር ይችላል፣ ዶክተር ሊኖር ይችላል፣ ጋዜጠኛ ሊኖር ይችላል። ግን the issue is all about የአካባቢያቸው ጉዳይ ነው። ስለዚህ ይሄ ፕሮፌሽናል ካሪየራቸው የመጡበት ካልቸር ዲፍረንሱ ምናምን ኢሹ አይሆንም እዛ መድረክ ላይ እና በዛ ኮንሰፕት we call it ቢዩርት ቴሌቪሲ። ቢዩርት ቴሌቪሲ ማለት ምንድነው ትርጉሙ? ኔበርሁድ ቴሌቪዥን ስቴሽን ማለት ነው። ሁሉም ሰው ስለ አካባቢ የሚሰራበት ነው። በዛ መስመር ላይ ነው ራሴን ያሰደኩትና at some point የቴሌቪዥን ኮንሰፕት አውትሌት መሆን ሲጀምር አእምሮ ላይ መመጣ እንግዲያው ቢዩርት ቴሌቪሲ የሚሰሩ በሎካል ቴሌቪዥን ፕሮግራም የሚሰሩ ሰዎችን በሙሉ ሰብስበን ፌስቲቫል ማዘጋጀት የሚለው ሀሳብ መጣና መነሻው ያቺ ቢዩርት ቴሌቪሲ ያልኩት ነው። ኮሚኒቲ ቴሌቪዥን እንደማለት ነው። ግን አሁን መጨረሻ ላይ ዛሬ ላይ ምናልባት እንግዲህ በደሽ ከባድ ነው፣ በደሽ ቀላል ነው፣ በአማርኛ ከባድ ነው። ካላጋነኩት ራሴን ካልካብኩት በጣም ልዩ የሆነ ምናልባትም እስካሁን ድረስ በደረስንበት ዩኒክ የሆነ ፊልም ፌስቲቫል የምናዘጋጀው። ምክንያቱም ብዙ ጊዜ ፊልም ፌስቲቫል ላይክ ረጅም ምንድነው ምንጣፍ ተነጥፎ ፕሮቶኮል ጠብቀሽ ምናምን፣ እኛ ጋር ፊልሙ ዋጋ አለው። ግን የበለጠ ዋጋ አለው ምን አይነት ታሪክ ይዘን መጥተህ ነው ይሄን ህብረተሰብ ልትደርስ የምትፈልገው ምንድነው የኛ ክራይቴሪያችን ነው። ስለዚህ በተቻለ መጠን ኦል ኢንክሉሲቭ እንሆናለን። ቀደም ያልሽው የዚህ የዘረኝነት የመቀበል ያለመቀበል አለ። እኔ ግን ጥሩ ተዋጊ ነኝና አልተሸነፍኩም። ዛሬ እዚህ ደርሻለሁ።
በዚህ አይነት ውስጥ የሚሳተፉ ሌሎች ኢትዮጵያኖች አሉ እዚህ አምስተርዳም ወይንም ሌላ ከተማም እዚሁ ኔዘርላንድ?
እኔ አሁን ፊልም አካዳሚ ስማር ከኔ ጋር ማስታወሰው በኔ ባቾች አንድ ኢራናዊ ልጅ አንድ ሶማሌ ልጅ ነበሩ የኔ ባች። ሁለቱም ልጆች ከእኔ አራት ዓመት ስደርስ ከአንደኛ ዓመት ሁለተኛ ዓመት ሶስተኛ ዓመት ተከታዮች ነበራቸው። ዶንሊ ፐርሰንት ተከታይ ያልነበረኝ እኔ ነበርኩኝ እና ሁሉ ጊዜ እንደ ህብረተሰብ የሚጨንቀኝ የኛ የኢትዮጵያ ማህበረሰብ ይሄ አንዱ ከአንዱ የመከታተል አቅማችንም ሆነ ኢንተረስታችን የተገደበ ነው። እዚህ ፕላትፎርም ላይ አሁን ይሄ ፊልም ፌስቲቫል ፕላትፎርም ላይ ለምሳሌ ወርክሾፕ እንሰጣለን፣ ትሬኒንግ እንሰጣለን፣ እናስተምራለን። ለመጀመሪያ ጊዜ በ10 ዓመት ኤክስፒሪየንስ ዘንድሮ አንድ ኢትዮጵያዊ ልጅ ፓርቲሲፔት አድርጓል ወርክሾፕ እና
ከየት የመጣ ነው?
እዚሁ ነዋሪ ሆነ። እንደውም ገና አዲስ የመጣ የዛሬ ምናልባት 3 ዓመት ወይም 5 ዓመት እድሜ ላይ የኖረ ልጅ ምናምን እና ኦፖርቹኒቲውን የመጠቀም እንዴት እንደምነግርሽ አለ ፍላጎት ይሁን አቅም ይሁን ወይም እምቢተኝነት ይሁን አለማወቅ ይሁን ግልጽ አይደለም። ብዙ የለም።
ከኢትዮጵያ በዚህ ፌስቲቫል ላይ እንዲሳተፉ ትረዳለህ ወይንስ?
ከኢትዮጵያ
ኢትዮጵያ አሁን ለምሳሌ በፊልም ላይ በጣም ኃይለኛ የሆነ ጄነሬሽን የፈጠርነው አሁን ፊልም ላይ ቪዲዮዎች ላይ
እኔ ኢትዮጵያ በስደት ምክንያት ከተሰደድኩኝ በኋላ ከ24 ዓመት በኋላ ነው ተመልሼ ኢትዮጵያ ሄድኩት 24 years later ተመለስኩ በኋላ አሁን ላለፉት 7 ነው 8 ዓመታት በተወሰነ ጊዜ ተመልሻለሁኝ በተቻለ መጠን አንዳንድ ቦታዎች ወርክሾፕ ትሬኒንግ ምናምን ሰጥቻለሁኝ ደስ ይለኛል አይቻለሁኝ አንዳንድ ልጆችም የኔን ወርክሾፕ ወስደው የሄዱ ራሳቸውን አንዳንድ ቦታ ላይ ማያቸው ልጆች አሉ በጣም ደስ የሚለኝ ነገር ነው ፍላጎትም አምቢሽንም አለኝ ግን ከዚህ ከአምስተርዳም ፊልም ፌስቲቫል ጋር ካያያሽልኝ ሊኖር አይችልም ምክንያቱም የአምስተርዳም ፊልም ፌስቲቫል ዋናው ታርጌቱ ራሱ አምስተርዳም ነው ስሙም እንደሚለው ዋናው ታርጌቱም ይሄ የምንኖርበት ከተማ ቀደም ያልኩት እንደ መድገም ካልሆነብኝ የ180 አገር ዜጎች ከተማ ነች ብለን ስለምንል ያንን ነው እንደ መፈክር እንደ መሪ ጉዳይ ብለን ያዝነውና ቫልዩ በሙሉ አትላስት ለምንኖርበት ከተማ ሰላማዊ እና መኖር የሚያስችል ከተማ መንፈስ ደግሞ ህብረተሰብ መፍጠር ነው የሚለው
ሶ ኢትዮጵያ እንደዚህ አይነት ኤክስፒሪየንስ ስላለ አሁን እየተመላለስክም ነው ምናልባት አሁን ባለው ትውልድ ላይ በጣም የፊልም የዚህ የቴክኖሎጂ የሙዚክ ቪዲዮ የሚሰሩ ኮንሰርት ትልልቅ ሚሊኒየም ላይ ሲሰራ አይተሃል ሜቢ ኢን ዘ ፊውቸር አንተ ከውጭ ስለምትመጣ አይዲያውን በደንብ ስላለ የፊልም ፌስቲቫል በትንሹም ጀምረ እያሳደግከው ሄደ ደግሞ ኢትዮጵያ ላይ ያለው ደግሞ ትውልዱን ያንን ቻንስ የመስጠት ውጭም ሄዶ የመማርንም አስበው ታውቃለህ ወይንስ እንደ አይዲያ ሰጠው ምናልባት ታስብበታለህ
አይ ሚስጥር አላባክንም ምክንያቱም መስራት ስላለብኝ ብዙ ነገሮች እንደዚህ ፕሮሰሶች ምናምን ግን ፍላጎት አለኝ ኢንተረስት አለኝ ወርክአውት እያደረኩበት ያለው ነገር አለ ግን የበለጠ ደግሞ አስፈላጊ ነው ብዬ ማስበው እኔ አሁን እዚህ ያለውበት ሁኔታ ቀደም እንደሚደግም የሚረጋግጥ ነው የ180 ሀገር ዜጎች ስል በአእምሮ የሚመጣው ኢትዮጵያ ደግሞ ስንት አይነት የህብረተሰብ ነው ያለነ አሁን ዛሬ ላይ በማያስፈልግ መንገድ የምንጋፋፍበት ሁኔታ እሱ እኛውን እዚህ የምናደርገው እሱ ነው አንዱ የመኖሩ ዋስና የሌላው መኖር ነው የሚለው ነገር በቃ በደንብ እንዲሰራ እንፈልጋለን እና ያንን መንፈስ ያንን ኤነርጂ ይዤ ኢትዮጵያ ላይ መስራት በጣም የምፈልገው ነገር ነው
ኦኬ ክብረቴ እግዚአብሔር ይርዳህ እንግዲህ ሐሳብ በጣም ቆንጆ ነው ዞረን መዝጊያው ምንድነው በአገራችን ነው ሌላው እነዚህንም ልጆች ያገናኘኝ አንተ ነው ከነዚህ ደግሞ ብዙ በብዛት ልጆችን አማርኛ እና ስለ ኢትዮጵያ ሂስትሪ ያስተማርካቸው ነው እነዚህ ልጆች እንዴት አድርጋ አገኛቸው ወደ እነሱ ከመሄዴ በፊት ጥያቄ ወደ እንግሊዘኛ ስዊች ስለማድረግ አማርኛ እንግሊዘኛ እንዳይሆን ብዬ ነው እንዴት አገኛቸው እና ምንስ ረድታቸዋል ስለ ኢትዮጵያዊነታቸው የሚጠቅማቸው ነገር
እንግዲህ ቀደም ነገርሻለ በሙያ ይሰራለሁኝ አንዳንድ ደግሞ እንደዚህ በማህበራዊ ጉዳዮች በባህላዊ ጉዳዮች ላይ ይሰራለሁ አዲስ አመት ብዬሻለሁኝ ግን ደግሞ በሆነ አጋጣሚ ላይክ 1996 በአውሮፓውያኖች ዘመን አቆጣጠር አካባቢ የደች ቴሌቪዥን በብዙ ስለ አዶፕሽን ዜና ይናገር ነበር ይወራ ነበርና እና በሆነ አንድ አጋጣሚ አንድ ፊልም እያየሁኝ ከጎኔ አንዲት ልጅ ተቀምጣለች ፊልም እያየን ነው እንዲህ እየሰረቀች ታየኛለች እየሰረቀው አያታለሁ ደሟ ነግሮኛል የሀገሬ ልጅ ኢትዮጵያዊ እንደሆነች ከፊልም በኋላ ወደኔ መጣችና በዚህ ሀገር ቋንቋ በደች ማንነቷን ነገረችኝ እና ኢትዮጵያነታችን ተግባባን ተነጋገርን እቺ ልጅ ጓደኛዬ ስለሽ በቃ ትንሽ ነች ትንሽ እህቴ ጓደኛዬ ሆነችና በሷ ምክንያት ብዙ ልጆችን መድረስ ጀመርኩኝና ምን ማድረግ ይችላል ብዬ ሳስብ አንዱ ነገር ምንድነው አንድ ቋንቋ ማስተማር ባለኝ ትርፍ ጊዜ ሁለተኛ ደግሞ በተቻለ መጠን ስለ ኢትዮጵያ ባህል ስለ ኢትዮጵያ ዋጋዎች ቫልዩዎችን እንደዚህ ትሬኒንግ ወይ ደግሞ መንደርሱ ስልጣን መስጠት ኢንፎርማል ማድረግ ጀመርኩና ብዙ እንደውም የበለጠ እንደ ጓደኛ እንደ ታላቅ ወንድም ምናምን እንደ ጥሩ ምሳሌ አብነት ያጠገብ ያለ አንዱ እሱ መጀመሪያ ካገኘዋቸው መካከል ነው ዝናሽን እንኳን አሁን በቅርብ ነው ያወቅኳት እነኚህ ልጆች እኔ በራሴ አቅምና እንትን እየቀረኩኝ በተወሰነ ደረጃ የታላቅ ወንድምነት ሚና ለመጫወት ነው የሞከርኩት አደረኩት በዛ ውስጥ ነው እንግዲህ ላለፉት ረጅም ዓመታት አብሬያቸው የኖርኩት። እንደውም አንዳንዶቹ እኔ ራሴ አዶፕት የተደረኩ ይመስላቸዋል። አይደለም ግን እኔ በ25ኛ ዓመት እድሜ ነው ወደዚህ ሀገር የመጣሁት።
ኦኬ ወያ መሽ ክብረቴ ዝናሽ አብነት how do you get the Ethiopian name being adopted in this country? How did you get the name? Usually when adopted kids, that some of them that I know, I'm not sure, but they have different kind of maybe American name. But you got Zinash. So let me start with you. Zinash, can you introduce yourself a little bit, who you are, your name, and what you're doing in this country?
Yes. So I'm Zinash, and when I was in Ethiopia still, I was 5.5 months old when I was adopted. And then I was still named Shawit. And actually my adoptive parents, they gave me the name Zinash. So they chose to give me Ethiopian a name themselves, but it was still an Ethiopian name.
Okay.
And I have still Shawit as a second name on my passport. So it's still with me, and I am raised with them. I've been raised in Limburg, in a village called Nederweert. They're still living there. And I am living in Eindhoven now, also more in the south of the Netherlands. And currently I am studying to be an art therapist. And I am working in a daycare. So yeah, that's what I do, and a bit of my adoption history.
Okay. Have you ever been in Ethiopia?
Yes. I went there when I was 4 years old to adopt my brother. It's not my biological brother. He comes from Diradawa, and we went there with the 4 of us. We went back when I was 20 years old, something like that, 10 years ago, to go there and really connect more with our roots. Yes. Yeah.
You said you tried to adopt your brother?
Yes, I went. My adoptive parents, they took me with them on the adoption journey. Yeah, when they went adopting him.
Do you know where you're from? I mean, did they adopt you from Addis Ababa?
Yes.
Or some other? Yeah.
I'm from Addis and from the Bole area. And we went back there also when we went on the adoption of my brother, and also when we went back there 10 years ago. In the foster home, I believe it was called Almas Asheni, yeah, I believe so. And now it's closed. I think it closed a few years after we went back there for last time.
Why did you go back looking for your parents?
Not only for that, but a little bit, but mostly to see Ethiopia and to getting to know it more.
The first place where you were. Okay. So have you tried to look for mom and dad, maybe your original parents?
Yeah, a little bit. So in the Netherlands, you had this organization or TV program. It was called Spolos. It's not running anymore, but I wrote them and sent them the documents I have. But then at the time, I think it was around 2015-16, like right before we went back there to Ethiopia. And then they told me that they had the documents weren't enough information to really look or find someone. But I am, open now to look into it again and maybe try it myself or with people I know personally now in the Eritrean or Ethiopian community when I go back there. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Abenet, welcome. Thank you so much. Tanestelin. You look Abesha. Really.
Thank you.
Abesha, like Abesha. It's like, in the States, most of the young one look like more American, Americanized more. But you, real.
I don't know. Thank you.
It's a compliment, actually.
Okay.
You want to introduce yourself?
Tanestelin. Abenet Balaro.
All right.
Try a little bit Amharic.
All right.
He was the connector.
He's the connector.
Thank you. So I'm Abenet. I'm 40 years old.
40?
40, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What the? She says she's 30.
Yeah.
And he's 40.
Yeah.
You look like 20. He looks like 30. Oh, wow. I think it's the weather.
Here?
Cold here. Keeps you cool.
Yeah. A lot of people say it, but I'm 40 years old already. Time's flying.
Yes.
My journey from adoption starts actually on a young age. Let me say, like, a lot of adoption stories are different.
Yes.
Everyone has their own journey. Kibrit talked to so many people here with so many different adoptions. My story started at a young age. I was adopted and was very curious about Ethiopia already when I was a young age. It was more an inner call for me to find Ethiopia. Even I don't know what is Ethiopia, but it started around, I think, maybe 6 years old. I was in a white school. I grew up in the east of the Netherlands, like a village. And the time that I understand that I was different, I was like 6 years, I think, in first class from the, I would say the Netherlands is the first class from young age school. And when we make a pee, there was the small pee things for children, and we make a pee, and one guy said to all of us, like we're standing and all, like, oh, with Abenet, everything is black. Now it's funny if you think about it. In that time I was confused.
Yes.
Like Mindanao, I was like, what is it? Yeah. And I remember I came home and asked my adoption mom and telling the story from what has happened. Like, everything is black. And even she was laughing. Yeah, it's true. Everything, you're complete black. Still, I didn't really get it. Yeah. She didn't give me confirmation what it was.
Yeah.
Then the same guy, in your class you have always someone, he's always too wise and too smart for his age. It was like Vincent. Vincent was a guy, maybe a couple of months later he come and say, my mom say you're impossible, your mom is the same mom where you come from. And I still didn't get it, yeah? And we were like 6 years, like, you don't understand everything.
Yeah.
Again, I went to home, dinner time. I say, Vincent say, it's impossible, you are my, to do adoption mom, you are my mom. Then, she told me, he's true. Then I understand that I was adopted. Still, you don't understand the meaning from adopted.
Yeah.
Then things gonna start in my mind. In the same time, when I was a little boy, I dreamed always from something's going on in my life. Something it was maybe 7, 8 already. Then the same time, I always ask my adoption parents so I'm not from here, I'm somewhere, you're from Ethiopia. Still don't know what is Ethiopian that age. I only know from my adoption mom, she play a lot of music. In that time, yeah, we had cassette, yeah? Not like now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ethiopian music?
No. She never played Ethiopian music, but she played reggae music.
Mm.
And then I heard Bob Marley, like Ethiopia, this things, Ethiopia, and this. Something was special about my country, yeah. And at the same time, I always was looking inner to me. I dream about. So if she's not my mom, someone else is my mom. And it was really an inner dreams. I was small. I dream, and I see someone like my mom or my grandma. In the time, we didn't know. So when I was 9 years, I already told my mom, like, if you're not my mom, so it means someone else is my mom. Yeah, but they told me, no, your parents are dead. And then I think around 10, 11 already. I didn't came from a very stable family, actually. So our home was never a safe place. It was never, already at that time, my parents fight a lot. My mom is sick, actually, it's a mental problem. So the feelings for that woman and my parents went more and more. It's like Mindanao, yeah? And my inner voice always say, your parents are alive. So I told my mom, my parents are not dead. I don't believe. So I told my mom, if you don't bring me to Ethiopia, I'll walk to Ethiopia. Yeah, yeah. No, your parents passed away. Don't think about it. But I was very stubborn. I said no. And at that time, my mom was working on university. She was working with international students. So the good thing about her was she liked different culture. So she always, different people came to house cooking, Iranian people at that time, I remember, even Ethiopian. So they make food. And so I see what was Ethiopian people. So at the point that I make my mom mad, I say, if you don't bring me to Ethiopia, I say, like, you're not my mom. Yeah, I know I can trigger her. Yeah, it was before my 12 years. My adoption mom say, one of the students, please look for the family of Abanet. We have an address. The woman who find me, I was found on the street, if she is alive. So, to the story a little bit, yeah, this thing gonna happen because in that time we wrote letters, no email, minimum. Yeah, please find this lady, so maybe she know Abanet's family.
So who's this lady? Who's this girl?
She find me on the street, Miss Asterfest. Because we come back later with this lady.
Okay.
So she find me. She take care of me for 1 year, 1 year. She take care of me in Ethiopia, and my parents always sent some money, letters in that time. Yeah, you send letters to Ethiopia with some money. You can get that. But we didn't hear for a long time. We didn't hear. We had no contact. And she said maybe this woman knows some about aunties or whatever. I really remember that my mom was asking this man about, please can you find this? Because one of the students went to holiday. Anyway, he went to holiday, and I even remember that he was calling with my mom. It's like, I was looking for this lady. I don't can find the address. That my adoption mom really say, like, please, one time more, please find this lady. It's the only connect what we have. And the last week, when he was in Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, he found the lady. And I was thinking around 11, 12 at that time already. So he find the lady and he tell the story that people looking for you. And do you know any about the family of Abanet? And then she already fast say, yeah, I know. So in that time, he came back to the Netherlands, and then he told the story. And then easily, maybe it sounds easily. For my mind, it was not easily, because in my mind it was all playing about it. Yeah, I found all my family back. There was a man, and there was my dad. My family lived near with the woman. Actually, she was working with my relative family, so she know already who's the dad. And then when I was 11, I already know I found my dad. And I think 6 months later, we had a letter in Amharic with the picture, and my dad was writing me, and then we go to the student to translate from Amharic to English, and then everything slowly came. So before my 15, I know all my stories already. Yes. So, and then I was 18, I came for the first time to Ethiopia.
You met him?
I met him, yeah. I met him.
How about your mom?
I met my mom.
Oh, really?
My mom was in Saudi. And
she lives in Saudi?
No, before. So the first time I came to Ethiopia, because my adoption family were not stable. My parents divorced. There was too much complicated
over
stories
here?
Over here. Yeah.
Okay.
So when I was 18, because I told myself already, when I'm 18, I'm going to Ethiopia. No matter what, I'm going to look for them. And because we had a phone number, but the phone number was not working really well in that time. This is a completely different time than now. So I told myself, I'm going to Ethiopia. I had a backpack. I bought a backpack. Yeah, I'm going to walk to this address no matter what. And on the miracle way, I went first to Egypt. And there I called the number and it was working. So maybe 1 day, 2 days, my dad know that I'm coming to Addis.
Okay.
So anyway, when I was in Addis, I found my mom back. She was in Saudi, and
you went to see her?
She came back from Saudi to see me. And
where were you staying?
I would stay. Actually, I'm from Gulile. I represent Gulile.
Gulile. Okay, but when you went there, where did you stay?
Yeah, I stayed with my dad first. First time I stayed with my dad for 1 week. Then I stayed with other relatives in Gulile because my dad lived in Tohailos. I born in Gulile, and the funny thing is, I remember we came out of the car and I came in Gulile and it felt like home. It was like a rainy day that time because I was in August. And when I come in Gulile, the sun was shining. And I feel like, And it was funny because now I know, in that time I even know, where the car was stopped, my father lived on that side, my mom lived on that side. So I was born on that side. So I stopped in the middle where I born and where the lady lived.
Interesting.
So actually, when I was 18, 19, I know my parents were alive. And
so what did you do after that? You stayed with them? And
I stayed with them.
Did you come back? Or?
I drink beer with my dad. That was fun. I stayed with my mother, completely different, Orthodox Muslim, one family are more wealthy than the other one.
Who's the Muslim?
The Muslim was my mom.
Okay.
So now I get older, I know more the meaning from adoption because in that time I had different questions. I need to adopt different things. And my background in the Netherlands was very bad. My adoption parents, they were not good for me in that time. So I stayed with them actually. I stayed for 1 month. And
you came back?
I came back, Even the first time, I don't remember so much about Ethiopia. So much things came, so much new things.
You came back here and you stayed back with your...
Sorry?
You stayed with your adopted parents?
No. I only lived by myself.
So when you came back?
Yeah, I came back and...
Did you finish school at that time, high school?
No, I was still studying in that time. And then actually, sad things happened. First, my father passed away. So I came back to Ethiopia again.
Oh, your dad from Ethiopia?
Ethiopia.
Was he sick when you left?
he was sick and he had mentally problem. We talked about mentally problem before with David. So he had mental problems. I remember I only moved to Amsterdam at that time. I feel so sad because I had no relation with my adoption dad.
Yeah.
My father in Ethiopia was very relaxed. We drink beer, funny, laughing.
Yeah.
And he passed away first. And then 2-3 years later, my mom got very sick. I see her often because I went to Ethiopia more and more often. Even that time, I always wanted to be in Ethiopia. she get sickness. We don't know exactly what said. The doctor don't really want to say in that time. I think know what it is, but she passed away. She was very sick for 2 years, 3 years. So before my 25s, I found my family back, my parents, and they passed away. So it was a big loss. I remember I was confused and in that time, I mean, before my 25, I find my family back, my parents then, and I lost them. And now, I family in the States, I family in Europe, Germany. I'm still very often in Ethiopia. I'm not thinking too much adoption. I have my adoption questions, what of adoption. Now it's more like I learned to adopt Ethiopian culture. I have friends, I have family. I know others very well. I live there. So there's a different way from adopting, the word adopting.
Now you know exactly who you are.
I know
where
exactly
you came from Gulale.
I'm from Gulale.
Slept with your dad, mom, drank beer. That's exactly. Wonderful. So after that, you came back and you went to college and you finished college?
I went to college. And I'm always a guy who always try things out. So
what you doing right now?
I'm a trader now. Completely different than what I did before. Trade,
What kind of trade?
Trading with, in Netherlands I do different, like with chemie and oil. In Ethiopia,
you do in Ethiopia too?
No, here. No. In Ethiopia we did more import-export.
What kind of import-export?
Products, supermarket products.
Oh really? But with who?
With friends, with who I met. So that's a different story.
Wonderful.
But I always say it's like, after the last 20 years, you met people.
Yes.
One of my good friends I met in the Netherlands. And he's like now family. He stayed with me when he come from Ethiopia. And when I'm in Ethiopia, I stay with him.
Interesting
so I have a whole
story.
relationships with life in Ethiopia. Amsterdam, Addis Ababa is for me, it's the same as home.
What a life. You should write a book.
I'm doing it. This is
a book.
It was funny because
maybe do a movie with Kurit.
It was so funny because I'm writing a book for a long time.
Yes.
But I didn't want to do it fast, and I had a lot of other things in my head. And I'm starting it is edited now, and now we're doing the cover. And then he came and he always asked me, how's the book? Like he want to motivate me to do. I know in a good way, but I would say relax. This is what happened on time. And then
time is coming.
And now he came with this because I had so many people ask me about podcast and because my book is not only adoption. Adoption is, I told Alex before, adoption is only one story.
One story.
It is much deeper.
Yes.
And its meaning for me is even much deeper.
Yeah.
And it was funny. So I start the book now. We're making the cover now. And then he came. I think, it's a sign from God that I need to go in a different way.
Then come to this podcast and tell
then I came.
story.
This is my first podcast.
See, this is a stone to you to get to your book, and then from the book you're gonna do a movie, documentary. Good movie.
Sure.
Yeah, we have.
It is.
The adoption is only really one story.
No, the whole story about.
It is in the book soon.
Abennets.
Against all odds is the title.
Yeah. Against all odds. Yeah. That's a good one. So I come to you, Zinashi. Mm-hmm. What a story!
Yeah,
you are like
very different.
I see you. Your neck is like breaking. What?
Yeah, I was like really into
it. You're into it. Yeah. You want maybe tell me a little bit more, like who are your parents? How did you look at them? Mm-hmm. When did you see yourself? Oh my God, I'm different. Like he said.
Yeah, I've not like a specific moment. Like Abennett described, for me, it went very organically. Like if I look back, it really feels like it was always clear. And it sounds kind of weird.
Clear,
like how can you make that clear. How can you understand that as a young child? But I think also because I went with my adoptive parents to adopt my brother Jara. I think that's also a thing. If you experience that, it also gets a bit clearer. And my adoptive parents, they really talk with me or try to explain it. I guess they still have these notes or a big map with adoption letters and a lot of things that happened at the time. My mother wrote a lot, and I was reading it. And she also wrote that she tried to describe it as well as she could to me as a child to really make me understand, like, okay, we're going to fly to Ethiopia, and then we will there go and how do you say it? It's maybe a bit weird to say it like that, but get your brother, kind of like that. And
where's your brother?
So
you have a brother?
Yeah, so he's
Where
not.
Is he from?
Yeah, he's currently living in Leiden.
Where?
In Leiden. So that's also it's near The Hague.
One is the city to the southern part of the Netherlands, Leiden.
Close to The Hague.
So when you say your brother, you mean Ethiopian brother?
He's from Ethiopia. He's from Diredawa, but we're not like.
Oh, you're not like blood related. I got you. So they adopted too.
Not at the same time. So I was 4 years old when I went with them. They adopted to
Ethiopian.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Got it.
So that's always kind of
how old is your brother
was clear.
Now? How old is your brother now?
He's now 27.
So he's younger than you?
Yes, a bit. Yes.
Is he still in college or finished his working?
Yeah, he just graduated. Like last Tuesday, we had his how do you say it? Diploma uitreiking, like his graduation, and he studied history at the university and did his master's in African study.
Good.
African studies. And
what's his name?
Jara.
Jara.
Yes.
And he went to Ethiopia, right? He did his internship there in Ethiopia.
Yes, indeed.
Wonderful. So where did he do that? In the university?
At Addis University.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Nice. Is he speaking Amharic?
No, he's not speaking. He's not speaking Amharic.
Okay.
No, he's not speaking Amharic.
Yeah, he's learning it. He's learning it a bit.
He knows
some words. Yes. Yeah.
But he speaks English and Dutch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So, your mom, your dad, still alive?
Yeah, my adoptive parents, they're still alive. Yes,
they're alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. For them, like my mom always had the wish to adopt, and it also happened to be that they couldn't get children by themselves. So yeah, I think that.
So why did she decided to do it from Ethiopia? Because at that time the door was open for adoption, like I told you earlier.
Yeah, I think.
There were so many Ethiopian was adopted here in Netherlands at that time.
Yes.
I remember 20 years ago.
Yeah, I never really asked her like why specifically Ethiopia, but she really found the African culture very beautiful. So I think kind of this admiration also.
Yes. That's good. Well,
and
you guys very strong and beautiful.
Thank you.
Ethiopian, you got you like I told you, most Ethiopian are born in Europe, Germany, London, America, especially Sweden. They don't really get it that they are Ethiopian because when you're born in a different country, it's not like you were born over there and then you came over here. So you still have that Ethiopian attachment, Plus, you maybe might have a little bit like identity, kind of, who am I, like you went through in that younger age, but still you are better citizen than the one that are born here.
Isn't it that we maybe more appreciate Ethiopia? Because my little cousin, he's from LA, born there, and he was 1 month ago he was here, and he say, I speak Amharic, I grew up with my parents, but you are much deeper connected with Ethiopia than me.
Exactly.
And he's confused.
Exactly.
He's like, how this happened?
Exactly.
And I was thinking, how? You know everything about Ethiopia
Exactly.
too, right? But I think that we seeing Ethiopia like really our home country, and like that is our country, and that people like who grow up here, I think they see Ethiopia.
I think it's the connection between
closer,
being
yeah,
adopted and then being born with your own parents here. So that adoption thing always in your mind,
But
in your
some
heart.
adoption children don't have the connection to, right? Not everyone has this deeply
They
connection
don't.
with their
So
parents.
I think I think
there are some. There are some. I remember. I don't want to mention her name. I remember a young lady. She's very much light colored, and she, I think, on her 16, something like that. She even thought she wasn't Ethiopia. She don't want to be called as an Ethiopian. This kind of stuff. But there is always kind of a moment they come into clash, and then they will be forced to find out themselves.
True, yeah.
Where am I? Who am I actually? Yeah. But one thing, because you mentioned it, one thing I think here in Holland, you can be somehow yourself as you are than, for example, in America. Because in America, you'll be expected to be like African American or this kind of stuff, but here in Holland, you can be you can be a child of Moroccan's family, and then you can be an Amsterdamer, you can be Moroccan's child.
Yes,
you can be also at the same time Dutch.
Yes,
you know.
Yes, maybe. Yeah.
For the adoption story is the specific thing is my experience. Some of the adoptees parents they want the children to keep them with them, for as long as they are there until they're 18 or something. So they do not bring them in contact with, for example, Ethiopian community or even other African communities. So they will be there guarding the whole time, and that is somehow, I think, Abner can help me, somehow kind of frustration. I remember one of the adoptees whom I know, he said to me, he was like, grow up in the southern part of Holland, and he grew up there. And he said to me, until my 80th year, I didn't see one black guy except on TV.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like they're in the south of Holland, where I also grew up with my parents. There are less black people, like more here in the capital city or around that. Like you have way more different cultures. So I can relate to that I really miss that, like that I could mirror myself, and that I think also really does something with the way how you can attach and adapt yourself to your surrounding, and also like the way how you see yourself. Because like during my life and when I was younger, I was like not really comfortable with having like a black skin color, and I believe like
you are not comfortable.
Like now I am, but like I used to, like when I was young, and like when I was in puberty, I really came to realize that I wasn't really comfortable with it. And
why was that?
Why? Yeah, because there weren't a lot of black people in my surrounds. Like, so my parents are
comfortable.
Yeah, my parents are white. Like, also we have this, unfortunately, this racist experience that you also go through. So that made me think that, okay, I have this skin color and that's not okay, or that's not good, or all these things are getting in your head then. That was my experience, at least. And I think
So when did you let it go that time?
Yeah, it was like changing more and more, like my late teenage years. And when I was 20 and we went back to Ethiopia, that was like when it really flipped. So that was really the first time my skin color became meaningful to me. Like I could really give it a place because I had this experience to be surrounded with actually everybody who looked like me. And that, I think that gave me a sense of peace on that area of my identity.
Yeah, you feel like, well, that's, it don't really matter. I'm beautiful, I'm Black, it don't really matter, I'm special. Maybe they probably say like, if I start doing that, I might lose my daughter.
I'm going to use my daughter.
Yeah, because she's probably going to say, you know what, now I found myself and, this is more me. I don't want it. So it's like both way, For me, I think it is both way. And of course, there are some people that I know in Europe, especially, like they didn't really care. They were just taking them to Ethiopia and get to know Ethiopia better, find their parents, get to know your brothers. They do that because they say, I adopted you because I wanted a child, but I don't own you. You're my child. Like, you love me because I raised you, but you have to know who you are. Find yourself, like Marcus. That's what they did for him. They gave him a life and everything, but at the same time, they said, hey, go. Take him to Ethiopia and find yourself, be around the Ethiopian community.
And that is a good thing. It is so funny with adoption. I'm adopted myself. I have many adoption stories. Many people come with me for advice if I adopt. But there's no, how I say it, there's no one term, there's no one condition for adoption.
No one line.
No line in it. And it starts with the adoption itself, the story, begin in Ethiopia. It starts how you were raised. It starts how your adoption parents are. It starts the intention from your adoption parents. It's like, why are you adopt? Maybe biologically they want to have children. Some they want to have the things they're doing good deeds, like we're helping someone. So, adoption, it is almost no one story is the same, and that make adoption
very complex.
Challenge. I don't know. I don't even have words for it. Like
challenge.
There's no one line from it. Adoption.
It's a unique experience.
It's
like for everyone.
It's experience.
Yeah.
Life,
When I was older, I got in touch with someone who's a girl who's also adopted, and we came from the same foster home. And
same foster home.
And our so cool. adoptive parents they lived nearby each other, so like we grew up around the same area. So I think when I was 18, 19, we got in touch, and later on also, then we also talked about how it was for us to grow up in this adoptive family. And I was telling her, like, okay, with my adoptive parents, we went to Minyeshu or other Ethiopian music concerts, or to Ethiopian restaurants. And my adoptive mom, she was like when we were somewhere and for example, a playground or something like that, and I met some Ethiopian kids, she would lay contact with their mother, and then we would visit them. So they were always very open, my parents, to my original culture.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh, wow, no, my adoptive parents weren't like that, and it wasn't really a topic at home to talk about it, or so it can be really different. But for me, I'm very happy that it turned out that way, because
so where is she? She's still
that friend?
Yeah, you still contacted?
Yeah, now we're not really in touch anymore, but I believe she lives in Amsterdam. Yes.
No more contact with her?
No, not at this moment, but maybe it will come again in the future.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah.
That's it's interesting.
Very much.
I mean, do you know how many adopted kids?
Well, I have tried my best to see a written document. It's not that much convincing from but I think there are about more than 1,500, like 1,500 Ethiopian origin children who were adopted here in Holland.
Just 1,500?
Yeah,
I was thinking
and
more,
these are like all.
It's more.
Yeah.
20,000 even. Yeah.
It's
No.
20.
The whole Ethiopian community living in the Netherlands are about 11,000.
I think it's maybe 3,000. I'm not sure. I remember.
But the fact is that these are all like coming from late 80s until the middle of 90s.
Yeah.
Like in 10, 12 years time.
Oh, okay. So those generation have got married, maybe have children, right?
My age, when you talk about
your age.
So in his age, 40. So how come you didn't get married?
Me? I have no idea.
I mean, it's not Habesha for you. You traveling to Ethiopia?
Here is. I don't meet so much. Actually, here I never meet so much Ethiopian.
No, I'm talking about in Ethiopia.
Yeah, but I've been traveling here. Maybe I'm not ready. Let's say I met so much. Of course, we have so many beautiful ladies in Ethiopia. But I never. Yeah,
you should have your own baby.
It will happen. It will happen. It will happen. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, I mean, you're still young. Well, still young when I say like.
They get married.
Kind of.
Yeah, 27, 28, they get married here, 26, because they're getting a younger age kids, and that's it. I don't want to like worry about when I get 30. That's how Americans think. But I think a woman or a girl needs to be matured for me to get into a marriage, to understand what she's dealing with every day. It's not just you anymore. It has to think about for other, your. I have one more couple of questions I want to ask you, Abinet. Knowing this country is so much open with marijuana, it's a coffee shop, and when you are 18, I think you can go in and do wherever, or you can get it anywhere if you want to. So living in this country when a younger age, and then going through all these challenges, have you ever, got into any alcohol or any kind of drug?
Actually, I tried at older age. On younger age, I was always busy to fix other things. On young age, no, I never tried. But on older age, of course, we try marijuana, alcohol, but I'm not really a drinker. So for me, it was not an escape. I'm very grateful, thankful, because I see people around me, how I can explain, with difficulties in life.
Yeah. But have you any adopted children here getting really into addiction and being in rehab?
Yes. Sad stories, sad.
Yeah.
If I see around me people who were adopted, with bad connection with adoption parents, who are living on the street, hard drugs, and that's marijuana, nothing. Marijuana is, I think, is if you use it too much, it's very innocent.
But there are some adopted kids even on the street?
Yeah, on the streets. On heavy way. On drugs.
So what started? Because
for them, I don't know exactly where it started, but probably intensity, where they come from, is too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
That is-
that's the
and-
trauma.
And it's understandable.
Trauma, yeah.
And for myself, I'm not really.
So you
into-
know, you have seen.
I've
and
seen
met
people, yeah,
and
yeah.
friends that you are very
Oh,
close
friends, you connect with adoption, and I
Yeah.
always say like, an adopted person don't have to be my best friend because we adopt. Sometimes this happens, of course.
Yeah.
But there's always a connection with adoption, so there's an understanding from each other. And I don't know if someone is adopt and they need to have someone who can listen. We always try to help, listen.
to. Okay.
But friends is difficult. But I know for some adoption.
So they are successful.
Yeah, the success of an adoption maybe defines how you can give it a place in your life, and I think stay well connected with the people you want to stay connected with, whether that's your adopted family or not, or that's maybe your biological family or not. And I think what is nice if you can use your experience you had to help other people, to maybe help or inspire or teach or lead other adoptees. And because there's not always a lot of nazorg, aftercare for adoptees. And
to other adopted kids, maybe in a different country, who are still feeling like, they can be successful, but still thinking like, why? This is what I'm questioning. My question was, why am I giving away? Why my parents hated me? Why they just put me on the street? Why? So it's so many questions. Why, right? So that's a big trauma that people still have it the rest of their life. Some of them feel better because they found dad, mom. Oh, okay, I know who I am now. I'm good. I'm cool, right? But some cannot find their parents. They're still accepting who they are, but still saying why. Okay, let me tell you a story. My story. I lived in Germany, and my parents want me to study in Germany. I was in German school. I started in German school back home in Ethiopia for my kindergarten. So when I was 9, my parents said, okay, she can, study abroad. And they sent me when I was 9 to Germany in a place called Kassel. It's a small town. There is no black at all. I was the first one, walked in and lived with German. Oh my God. You just don't know what trauma I went through for many years. For my parents, it wasn't like that. They were just like, it's a better life. There are friends that we know. She can stay with them and go to school in Germany in a better life, right? But I was living in a better life in Ethiopia. My parents in the middle class, and I was okay. I was in German school. So for many years after that, I returned back home. Of course, my dad, he passed away. He was big, fat, so I think he had a heart problem. So I couldn't stay with the family, so I had to return. I went back, but after like 5 years after that, 4 years, Mengistu Haile took over. So it was really a bad time. But they took that time, my life away. Something that I couldn't understand from 9 to 13 years old, 14, to think like, why? What's going on? Why did they do that? For many years, a blessing or telling to others, adopted kids, it's okay, I mean, it was a time that I struggled for many years. Nobody can answer that for me because they thought it was okay. Do you understand? But it was not okay for me. I was young. I was little. I was 8, 9 years old. I needed my mom. I need my dad. I need family. So, and then beside that, living over there, it was a small town castle, no black. It was me. And kids made fun of me. Like, look at her, look at this. Oh, and then I don't blame them because they have never seen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But look at that, what it created in your mind, in your life. Even hates. You start hating people. Why? Why do they do that to me? Why did this kid say that to me? Why this to me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why then when I said, you know what? We got to talk about this adoption because I went through that trauma. So what kind of message you want to send it to?
Let me say like two things. One for the adopts one, because I know you're from the States and there are many adopted in the States. I know they have very, very bad life. This is very shocking if you know some stories.
Yeah.
One I want to say is to the Ethiopian community. Let me start with the adopt. I always say like don't lose yourself in the journey from getting older and adopt, because adopt is a word that we need every single stage of our life, because adopting is not the same. But don't lose yourself. Some people, they can be block adoption. Someone go fully in an adoption. They only love Ethiopia, but don't lose yourself. It is a journey, and every state is different. I know one guy who adopted the same foster house as me, came the same airplane, sit next to me. Never want to go to Ethiopia for 35 years. I always say, come to Ethiopia. Never want. Now 1 year later, he loves Ethiopia. he almost going to marry in Ethiopia. So in 1 year, he completely different. So,
so your message is go home.
No, not only go home. Don't lose yourself. Adopt every situation.
You mean?
Because
don't lose your identity.
And it more like adopt in a way, like even if you go to Ethiopia, other challenge will come to you. In the Netherlands, different challenge is it with adoption.
Okay.
That is the thing. Don't lose yourself, and let's say like don't lose yourself. And the other thing is what I really like keep it. We know each other almost 15 years.
Yeah, more than
something, and that is more for the Ethiopian community here.
Come to Kibret.
No, not come to Kibret. Is connected from that way, but he connect the Ethiopian culture with he give it to the adopt one, and it can be very small. So I always I know a lot of people doing it here. If you know an adopt one, I know small things can make them very happy. Invite them to the house to eat injera. They eat maybe every day potato with steak or something. The small things, what I see, and I heard stories, it can help them a lot to find them, that they know Ethiopia. I think for the Ethiopian community, they always think, you must be happy, you've been adopted, grow here, up here. It is not so black and white what it is. And I always make me happy when I know one of the girl I spoke last week with say, I can come with this Ethiopian family. I always eat injera. The small things can make me adopt very connected to Ethiopia, and that is what I say. If you know want to adopt, sometimes listen to them, listen music, show them movie, whatever. The small things can connect them for themselves.
What about Zinashi? Just short.
What I've learned, what I think it's very important, that feeling you described that has hit so deep, like this feeling like why has this happened to me? Or I think really keep in mind that it's a process of mourning, like the loss of your country, the loss of your biological parents, whether if not you are going to find them or not. But I think try to give yourself space and that it's okay to feel that. And I think indeed in every stage of your life, adoption is different, and you will position yourself to it differently as you get older. And also I think that feeling, or maybe that you are missing that deeply will stay, but I think it will soften, and the life you build around it will grow on more and more as you maybe get in contact with your country, go back with your culture, with other Ethiopian people. That will help a lot to
find
puzzle the pieces together, and then you can accept that.
I have a question. What would you do tomorrow you find your mom or your dad? Let's talk about it's good news right now and then close it with that. What would you do if somebody called you and say, hey, your mom, this is your mom, we found it, you got to come to Ethiopia and meet your family, maybe your brother, or maybe I don't know. What would you feel? Someone that you know that's a family.
I would be very happy, beyond, and cry and go back immediately. Really. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. I don't ask you that question because you already did.
Yes.
Good.
You made her very emotional. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
አዶፕሽን ጥያቄ አሁን አብነት የሚለው ነው። አንድ ጥያቄ አለ፣ ብዙ ነው፣ ተከታታይ ነው። ለምን ያልሽው ጥያቄም ከባድ ጥያቄ ነው። የአንድ ቀን ስህተት ውሳኔ ሊሆን ይችላል፣ ድህነት ሊሆን ይችላል፣ ደግሞ ምንድን ነው የሚባለው ብዙ ፍለጋ ሊሆን ይችላል። አሁን አንቺ ራስሽን እንደምሳሌ ነገርሻቸው። እኔ ራሴ እዚህ አሁን አገር ማቀው ብዙ ጥሩ ቤተሰብ የሚባሉ ሀብት ያላቸው ቤተሰብ የሚባሉ ልጆች እዚህ ሀገር መጥተው ኦልሞስት መንገድ ላይ የወደቁ ልጆች አሉ። ቀደም በአንደኛው ፕሮግራሞች ላይ ስለዚህ ስለ አዲሽን ምናምን ስትናገሪ እኔ ማውቃቸው ልጆች አሉ። በ8 ዓመታቸው በ10 ዓመታቸው መጥተው መንገድ ላይ ተጣሉ። ግን ቤተሰቦቻቸው ትልልቅ ቤተሰቦች እንኳን እነሱ ልጆቻቸው አሉ ሌሎች ልጆችን ማስተዳደር የሚችሉ። ይሄ እንግዲህ ኦቨር አምቢሺየስ የሆነ ፍላጎት ነው ማለት ቤተሰቦች ምናምን። እሱ አንዱ አለ። ሁለተኛ ደግሞ እኔ እንደው እንደ ሪፈረንስ ብዙ ጭልም ያለ ገጽታ አለው ይሄ ጉድፈቻ ማሳደገ ሀገር ውስጥ ማለት በነገርሽ ጉድፈቻ ታውቂያለሽ። ግን ደግሞ ጥሩም ደግሞ አለው ብዙ። አሁን እኮ ከነኚህ ልጆች መካከል ቅድም በነገርሽ ላይ 1500 ምናምን አልኩሽ፣ ፕሮባብሊ እውነትም ነው ወደ 2000 ሊሆን ይችላል። ከነኚህ ውስጥ አስተማሪዎች አሉን፣ ዛሬ ሐኪሞች አሉን፣ ፖለቲሽያን አለን፣ ፓርላማ አባል አለን። አሁን እኛ ለምሳሌ በኖክነ ፓርላሜንታሪያን እና በህይወት እንትናቸው ይሄ ጥሩ የሆኑ ልጆች አሉ። በጣም የተባረከ ቤተሰብ ያገኙ ልጆች አሉ። በጣም ደግሞ አቢዩዚቭ የሆነ ያገኙ ልጆች አሉ። እና እንትኑ በጣም የተዛባ ነው። ትልቁ ነገሩ ግን ምንድነው አሁን በተለይ ብዙዎቹ ልጆች ካደጉ በኋላ ማንነታቸው ስለሚጠይቁ ሲመጡ ወደ ህብረተሰቡ የሚቀበላቸው አሁን አብነት ያለው በጣም ትልቅ ነገር ነው። የሚቀበላቸው ያስፈልጋል። አዎ ልክ ነህ፣ እኔ ነህ፣ ወንድሜ ነህ፣ እህቴ ነህ የሚል በቤተክርስቲያን በዩ በማህበር በዩ በማንኛው ኢቭን በግለሰብ አሁን የአንድ ቀን ራት ግብዣ እኮ ትልቅ ነገር ነው ያለው እኮ አብነት ትክክለኛ አባባል ነው። እና አዎ ልክ ነህ፣ እኔ አንተ ነህ፣ አንተ እኔ ምናምን ብሎ የሚቀበላቸው ክፍል ያስፈልጋል። እኔ እንደ እግዚአብሔር ፍቃድ ሆኖ እንዳጋጣሚ ብዙ አውቃለሁ። ብዙ በትንሹ እኔ 200 300 በስም ልነግርሽ እችላለሁ ልጆች እና አንዳንዶቹም ይቀርቡኝና ቤተሰብ ይሆኑኛል እና ዋጋውን በጣም ነው የማውቀው። ትንሽ ኢሞሽናል ልሆን እፈልጋለሁ ግን አልፈልግም። ግን ከባድ ታሪክ ነው። ደግሞ እውነቱ ደግሞ ይሄ ነው። በቃ እነኚህ ልጆች ያንን እየተጋፈጡ አሁን አብነት እንዳለው ማንነታቸው ሳይለቁ ራሳቸው መፈለግ አለባቸው። እንደሱ ነው የሚታየው።
that's wonderful። መቼም ክብረት በጣም ቀላል አይደለም እያደረክ ያለው ሆነስሊ ነው የምልህ። እኔ ያው ጎዳና ልጆችን ላይ ብዙ ሰርቻለሁ ኢትዮጵያ ማለት ነው። እንደምታውቀው in the 1992 I've worked with the street children, and so most of them came from the countryside to Addis Ababa for begging because parents cannot afford raising 5-6 children, so they tell them, okay, go to Addis and just get some money, come. Even in Addis they would just tell them go to the street. So I was trying to help them stay with their family, maybe pay for the school, get them uniform, and help the parents to keep the children at home. That it really makes me really happy by just doing that, because I didn't want any children lost on the street. It's a tough lifestyle. It's a bad lifestyle. So what you're doing, ante ቀላል ነገር አይደለም። እነዚህ ልጆች 200 ልጆች እንደ ፋሚሊ አድርገ የሆነ ግብዣ አድርገ ወይ እንደዚህ አድርገ ሲደውሉልን ኑ እያልክ አብረህ እንዲህ ያነጋገርካቸው ቅድም ስላንተም you said something about ክብረት, so that's wonderful. That's what we should always do as an Ethiopia. You know, we stay together, we help each other. So this podcast for me is connecting people. It's authentic voices. So I call this Chachi Gar, Chachi Gar, Chachi na Ethiopianush Gara. So it's an authentic voices. Everybody talk, everybody solve, everybody give message, everybody cries. I cry all the time. So it's wonderful for me. God gave me this chance to travel. I try all my best to get here. I debate so many ways to say I need to go to Amsterdam. I don't know why, but it's a wonderful topic we had, especially you guys. So I thank God every day for giving me this opportunity. And so Takli, thank you so much for this studio, for helping me get this right, and God bless you. And you guys, you know, I'm so proud of you. Keep it up. And hopefully you'll invite me for your wedding one day. Do it in Ethiopia. Okay, so I can help you get a really nice wedding, because I do event organizing a little bit. So I'll do that traditional Ethiopian wedding for you. I'll be, keep in touch. I'll do it.
Thank you.
You too. You're wonderful, beautiful girl, woman, young girl, young adults, so keep it up, and I pray for you. አመሰግናለሁ በጣም ተመልካቾቼ ይሄንን ስለተከታተላችሁ። በጣም ደስ የሚል ንግግር ነበረን። ቻቺ ታደሰ ነኝ። በሚቀጥለው ጊዜ ሌላ ፕሮግራም ላይ ከሌላ ሀገር እስክንገናኝ ድረስ one love ቻቺ ነኝ።